wheel. The second thing in Bosnia, stone spheres. Stone spheres, we know about them in Costa Rica. Somebody mentioned that yesterday. They said that nobody knows what they search for. Well, I kindly disagree. Some of them, like this one here, on the surface, what it has something like a picture. But actually, 28 star systems, when you connect them, you get these carvings here. So obviously, some of the stone spheres in Costa Rica were used as the calendars, astronomical calendars. Some more. In most cases, out of 400 stone spheres found in Costa Rica, in delta of the river Viquis, they are built from granite, granodiorite. And just one from Coquina, that's on the island about 25 kilometers from Costa Rica, Coquina, it's some type of a sandstone. The stone spheres in western Mexico, 250 of them, they are of volcanic material. The stone spheres are, of course, on Easter Island, and they are found in New Zealand and the western US. And in Bosnia, of all European countries, only in Bosnia. This is one of the biggest. Egyptian geologist, Dr. Ali Barakat, who is a member of our team. This stone sphere is perfectly spherical. There is no error, there is no tolerance. The tolerance is less than 2 centimeters. Perfectly shaped and perfectly finished. More places. Our foundation have located 20 different locations where we found the Bosnian stone spheres. That was totally unknown to the archaeologists and geologists in Bosnia until we founded our foundation. And more of them. The stone spheres in Bosnia were built from volcanic material, from granite and sandstone. The same thing like in Costa Rica, Mexico, and Easter Island. This one is obviously from granite. We found 8 like this in northeastern Bosnia. Granite never comes free in a shape of the sphere, meaning that they are man-made. Somebody shaped them. On the scale from 1 to 6 of the hardness, granite is number 6. In order to shape such a hard material, you have to have very advanced tools. Just until 3,000–4,000 years ago, the only metals that were known to the people was copper. On the same scale, from 1 to 6, copper is number 3. You cannot shape such hard material with inferior tools. So even though these stone balls are dead now, we don't know their builders. What we know about them is that they did have advanced tooling. If we had to shape this today, we would need diamond tools. If we had to shape 8 tons or 15 tons stone spheres, or 40 tons, like in Costa Rica, or 50 tons, like in Mexico, the biggest ones, we would need at least 2 cranes to maneuver them. So obviously these are the traces of very advanced prehistoric civilization. Volcanic. Okay, this one, during the last war, obviously the military was here. This is 101st Brigade Logistics. Very interesting thing, after they painted this, after the war, they tried to remove the paint. They could not do it. And now they're saying it's because of some energy which, protects the paint. Okay, so we had the stone pyramids, we have the stone spheres, now we have the stone megalithic prehistoric towns in Bosnia. This one is in southern Bosnia and Herzegovina. It's called Daur Son. According to the mainstream science, Daur Son was built by the Illyrian tribes. They were there like 2,600 years ago, before the ancient Greece. Illyrian tribes. Now, let's take a look at this stone block. Usually they are about 1 meter to 1.5 meters thick. The weight, 3, 5, 8, 12 tons. Perfectly cut. They fit perfectly. You put the credit card, you cannot go through. Now, can the tribe. Does the tribe have the social organization to cut such pieces, to transport them for a couple of 3 kilometers on the top of the hill, and then feed them so perfectly? We're not talking tribes here, we're talking advanced civilization. A few more photos. The walls. Peru, Mexico, Egypt, Easter Island, Bosnia. More angles. Number 4, that was rather quick. What our mainstream science in Bosnia called medieval tombstones. 66,000 pieces like this are registered in Bosnia-Herzegovina. 66,000. The mainstream science is saying that during the medieval times, the Bosnians who lived then, left their, symbols, signs, pictures, and they are saying they originated from that time. But actually they are wrong. Less than 1% of these stone monuments have any of the markings, any carvings. Less than 1%. It looks to me that they were built long time ago, and then when the new people, new culture came, they left their markings, like this one here. And the markings are always on the surface. So the way they carved it was on the surface, so they already found those pieces. Some of them are real nice. Medieval, most probably. But perfectly carved, made in one piece. More than 3 kilometers from this site. 5 tons, 10 tons. Bosnia is the land of wonders. The last week of August, our foundation is going to organize the first international scientific conference about the Bosnian Valley of the Pyramids. The chairman of the conference will be one mainstream scientist. His name is Dr. Nabil Svelim. He has 3 PhDs and he has written a number of books about the Egyptian pyramids. And he's probably the most respected expert on pyramids in Egypt. And the chairman of the scientific conference will be a member of Russian Academy of Sciences, Professor Kavroshkin. He is a geophysicist. He has done some research in our Valley of the Pyramids as well. And what he does, he's measuring the seismics of the archaeological structures in Siberia, in Egypt, in Bosnia. When comparing Egyptians and Bosnian pyramids, he concluded that both archaeological sites, the structures in both cases, behave the same. They behave like the artificial stone structures, not the natural hills. And of course, I'd like to thank you for your attention.